Over to Varsha.
Yeah, thank you. A very pleasant evening to all the patrons present in the call. My name is Varsha Dubey, and on behalf of the Right to Live team, I take pleasure in extending a warm welcome to all of you. When I first saw this meeting invite, I had only one thought which came to my mind, which was despite all odds, we are going strong. COVID or no COVID, our efforts to reach out to the needy and underprivileged and helping them is undeterred. I would like to dedicate a quote for this unflinching enthusiasm of each one of you present here. Selfless work done for the welfare of fellow humans is the true expression of a pure soul, and this is for all of you. On that note, I would like to invite Mr. Raghuram Kote, who is the founder and trustee of Right to Live, to share Right to Live's purpose, vision, and the journey. Over to you, Kote.
Thank you, Varsha. Good evening, and thank you all of you for taking time and joining on this Friday evening. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome each one of you to Right to Live's Well Wishers Meet. While pandemic, lockdown, and grim situation continues outside, I'm humbled that Right to Live continued its mission of transforming lives through quality education and health, especially with your kindness, trust, and support. As you would agree, this pandemic has actually accentuated the digital divide, and it's like-minded people who are all in this call today. We must really work at digital speed to minimize and to bridge this gap sooner. I'm sure you are all aware how the situations are at school. You know, the digital divide is really creating a lot of challenges. We have doctors in this call as well, so I don't have to talk about how children are feeling, but situation is very bad. And we are dedicating our efforts to help children to get quality education, preventive health care, life skills, and more importantly, the confidence they need to break free from poverty. Our total well-being approach towards children is to empower each one of them to become educated, healthier, and responsible young adults. Now, we identify and do a thorough analysis of each and every request we get or the need we identify, and then we talk to our corporate partners for their CSR funds. We approach individuals for donations. We put in whatever best we could do, our own donations, and many other services we try to bring in for the underprivileged. We also continue our belief that 100% of the donation given by corporate sponsors and the individual donors like yourself should be utilized for the said purpose, and none of it should be used for our internal administrative operations. This year, we have reaffirmed and brought in clarity on our value, vision, and higher purpose. We truly aspire and believe that our calling is to transforming lives through quality education and health for many, many students. I'm quite excited to tell you that Anita Kishore and Vinay Sridhar, two eminent personalities, have accepted our invitation to be our board of advisors. As you may know, Anita Kishore is the Chief Strategy Officer of Byju's and has been instrumental in acquisitions and investments for Byju's. And she's an alumni of IIM. And we also want to thank Byju's for their great trust and partnership where they provide their wonderful content for our students. Vinay Sridhar is business operations lead at Spotify, who was earlier with McKinsey. He worked with the Government of India as an analyst at the PMO's office as well. A wonderful young gentleman. He's an alumni of IIT Madras and Harvard Business School. Additionally, we have some good news to share with you also. Our FCRA renewal was stuck with the red tape for a long time, and I'm happy it has been cleared and renewed for next 5 years 3 weeks back. We have also completed our CSR Form 1 registration with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, which was a new policy which was put in place. So we have everything in place right now. We are going with a lot more conviction to serve the underprivileged and focusing more and more to bring everything around students. We look forward for your continued association, and kindly please do advise on how we can service the community better and how we can enhance our partnership with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kote, for the great news. And that what it couldn't have been better to end a Friday, end a week with some good news. And kudos to all of you, because this would not have been possible without you. And I'm sure you agree when I say that 2020 was a challenging year. But the good news is, when they say, right, when life throws lemons at you, you make a lemonade out of it, right? Which is exactly what we did in the last year. So here's a glimpse of what we have been able to achieve in the last 1 year, which will be showcasing you in the form of a video. Over to you, Shambhavi. Thank you, Shambhavi. Isn't it wonderful that despite all odds, we have still been able to achieve so much? So, like I said, COVID or not, no COVID, it doesn't really matter when you have this unflinching dedication and commitment towards a certain cause. Thank you to all of you. And I would like you to give a round of applause for yourselves because of the contribution you have made to Right to Live. Moving on further, I would like to invite somebody who is really energetic, and his energy is so contagious and so inspiring that we've seen that come rain or shine, he has contributed to Right to Live. And I remember even during the lockdown, he was one of the only persons, who went all the way to collect laptops for the sake of noble cause. Inviting the executive director of Right to Live, Mr. T.V. Sridhar, to share a few updates from 2020 and also enlighten us on the focus areas for 2021.
Thank you very much, Varsha. I hope you all can hear me, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So first, I want to extend my personal warm welcome to each one of you for taking your time off your busy schedule on a Friday evening to be with us, spending the next 30-40 minutes with us. So we appreciate the effort, the time which you have given to us, and certainly this is it's a great moment for us. Shambhavi, next. So we have an agenda. So I'm the speaker right now. So after that, we have a few other corporate speakers who will be talking to us. So they'll be sharing their experience. So moving on, first I want to convey our sincere thanks. Now this is truly a heartfelt thanks to each one of you, because whatever you saw the video, just what you saw now, this could not have been done without your support and encouragement. So I really wish thank each one of our well-wishers, our partners who are in this call today, who helped us make an impact on the lives of poor people. And our well-wishers today are comprising a large spectrum of people, which is covering donors, corporate sponsors, we have other NGOs, we have volunteers, and many others who have the belief and trust in us. So a big thanks to each one of you for making our last year projects a huge success. I want to touch upon our guiding values. I know Kote had mentioned this and it was also there in the slide. Yeah. So as our Raghuram Kote was mentioning, so we have reaffirmed our core values. Our core values, I will repeat it because this is something which is ingrained in us. We are respectful of our donors' funds. We want to be transparent in our approach. We want to be reliable in our work, which is basically the projects which we are executing. And we want to be authentic in our dealings. Each one of this is something which we have imbibed in us, and then we stick to this come what may. And what better proof can be there than the partners who have been associated with us for several years now. I just want to quote a couple of names here. Cisco has been with us for 6 years, Byju's for 4 years, NASDAQ for 3 years, Microsoft for 3 years, Wipfli for that is SpiderLogic for over 6 years now. We are really humbled by these partners who have placed the trust and on us year upon year. So again, I want to say that yes, your trust is what is helping us, inspiring us to do a lot more. Just want to touch upon our high-level overview. I think this is something which many of you would know that yes, as Kote said, we have zero administrative cost. When we say zero administrative cost, we don't deduct it from the donor funds. The donor funds, 100% of it is used for the projects. We run our operations based on the funds from our trusts. Your ATG tax exempted, FCRA compliant, and we are recognized and approved by many certifying authorities. Just a couple of them I will mention here. Charity AIDS Foundation, CAF India, CAF America, Benevity Causes, Give India. These are all very large certifying authorities, and then we have been certified by each one of them. So that's something which underscores that yes, we are doing something right there. So Shambhavi, next. As Kote was mentioning, want to we are taking a holistic approach. So when we decided that yes, we will focus, our long-term vision is to focus on children, on their health, that is well-being, and providing good education and everything around that. So our entire projects is now centered around children. And why children? Children are the future of our society. And what better impact we can create, what better long-term impact we can create when we actually improve the lives of these children by providing them good education and a good health, so preventive health care. So our entire focus has been to make sure that just the children are provided good education and good opportunities and in a very healthy body. So for example, as Kote was saying, the digital divide, right? So want to touch upon it. There was in the video many of these slides, you have seen it. So somebody move on. Yeah, next one. I want to touch upon some of the key achievements we did last year. Have to because these were all something which are very, very unique, and then we are very proud of it that we could execute this with your support. First I want to talk about is our computer lab and library which we set up at Shantigrama village, Hassan, and the funds for this was provided by Oakwen Financial Solutions. And with their funds, what we have done today is we have set up an 8 desktop computer lab with the entire works, which is basically all the LAN, the internet, the UPS, and etc. So, and we also have provided an instructor who is actually helping these children learn computers. So basically, we are helping in the digital literacy. The next one which I want to talk about is our providing refurbished laptops to children. Now, this again is something which we decided last year during the pandemic. You see that many of the urban children coming from middle class, they have the opportunity, they have the means to attend some of these online classes. But what about these poor children in the government schools? They have been completely left out. Now, this is just widening the digital divide. So we felt that we should do something here. And thanks to donations from uh, uh, from McKinsey, Mindtree, Optimics, and many individuals, we have been able to donate 80 laptops to high school students of government schools. We also collaborated with our prime partner, Byju's. Byju's has been a great support to us. In addition to setting up e-learning classes for us, providing their content, they've also included us in their Give initiative. This is a wonderful program where you or any of your employees can give one of any of your old uh, tablet or a device which is taken from your residence, and that is actually refurbished or replaced with a brand new tablet with the Byju's top quality content. And this is a fantastic program. We really want to work with Byju's on this and see that we can actually provide such tablets to many more children. Last year, again, we started the one-on-one remote mentoring program, again with help of corporates. What we do in this is we actually connect an employee with a student, and then we connect the students and we request the employees to talk to the children once an hour a week or maybe 2 hours a week. And we started off with IBM with 35 volunteers. Now we are working with Cisco as well. So close to about 50 students are benefited from this program. So we also have received a phenomenal amount from another corporate partner. I had to mention the partner here, which is Vistra Corporate Services. With their funds, we were able to treat critically ill child patients, 18 of them, from very severe illness. So again, thanks to this corporate for having the trust in us to provide the healthcare treatment to these children. We also constructed a digital classroom at Sorahanse School, Government Model High Primary School in Sorahanse. This was funded by Microsoft. So again, thanks to Microsoft employees who provided the funds for this. And this was inaugurated in the month of September. In August. And we also have to mention about a very important project, which is setting up of an RO plant in a village in Bagepalli Taluk. Just a case in point here is this village has very severe brackish water with a lot of fluoride content, and the people were having chronic disease. And now we decided with help from NASDAQ, we set up a drinking RO plant at this village. And today, people of this village and the nearby villages are able to get clean drinking water. So this is just a few which I thought I should definitely highlight it here. It's only with the support of you partners we were able to achieve that. And there are many more projects, but I want to say this, I'm very happy and proud to say that today our beneficiary count is over 14,000 and we are still growing. With that as the background for last year, we set up on ourselves that what we should do for this year. Again, our focus is on child digital divide and making sure the children get what actually is most beneficial to them. So we also thought about that we should probably not spread ourselves thin. Rather, we will limit the number of schools which we are working with. So from 40 schools last year, so we said we will go up to 50 schools. But then what we will do is we will categorize these schools, looking at some of them are like platinum category or gold category or silver category. What we mean by that is these are schools which are in need of help. They don't have any other NGOs which is supporting them. And let us do more and more for these schools and give them a much better impact to these children in these schools. So that is how we have come up with these projects, and we have identified and we have these plans on us that we want to execute this. And of course, we look for support from many of you to make this happen for us. Next, Shambhavi. The next key thing which I want to highlight here is volunteering. Volunteering is an important part of all our projects. We believe that providing opportunities to both individuals and corporate employees is going to make a big difference. So it actually helps us in multiple ways. Number one, for the employees themselves, for the individuals, it motivates them that they are able to serve the society. So they're getting a channel where they can actually direct their energies to work with the society. But it also helps us. The way it helps us is it actually helps us to execute our projects very effectively. That means we have very top-notch, highly qualified people who are helping us in these projects. And it also keeps our costs low. And that is one of the reasons how we are able to manage our organization without touching any of the donor funds. So employees volunteering is a huge part of our projects. And I want to mention here that we have both short-term and long-term volunteering opportunities. A couple of them are listed here, and we can actually work with the organization and the individuals as to what their interests are and design programs accordingly. Next, Shambhavi. With that, I'm pretty much come to the last slide from my side today, and there are many ways you can help us, but these are the 4 which I picked up for today. One is, yes, you can refer poor patients in your circle. It could be your driver, or it could be a security guy, or anybody in your neighborhood who needs help, who has a critical illness. Please refer it to us. We have our crowdfunding platform, and we also reach out to corporates and trusts, and we provide funds for the treatment. Next is volunteering support. As I told you, Shambhavi, just go back. So volunteering support, that is again an important one. We are looking at volunteering support in a big way. Sponsoring, again, many of you in this call have sponsored a number of our projects. So please reach out to us, and then we can work together on projects. The last point, which is promote, where I want to stress here that what we mean by here promote is that you are in your professional circles or in your personal circles, please tell about the work with which we are doing. And that's actually going to help us a lot. If you find any other organization which needs to work with a trusted NGO, please refer us to them. And then we will work with them and see how best we can actually design projects which can help the society. So with that, I want to close my talk today. And so thank you very much once again for all of you to patiently hearing me out. And I really wish all of you the best. Thank you so much. Over to you, Varsha.
Thank you, Sridhar. It's indeed very inspiring to see so many people and like-minded, kind-hearted organizations coming together, joining hands towards a noble cause. And I think the best we could do is to empower, enable, and make sure that the kids who are the future of the society, the country, um, to be rightly enabled and empowered to achieve their dream and vision, and therefore contribute to the society and nation at large. Thank you so much for the inspiring presentation, Sridhar. And now that we have heard from a few people from Right to Live, and we've all seen that there have been a lot of achievements that we have been talking about, that we've been seeing, but I'm very sure, and this would not have been possible without the support of our kind-hearted patrons. So it's time that we hear a few words from all our dear patrons. To begin with, we would like to invite Dr. Swaminathan from Idyangal Charitable Trust, who has been helping poor children suffering from type 1 diabetes at Coimbatore. We're fortunate to have him, the founding trustee of the Idyangal Trust amongst us. He is also a consultant endocrinologist and president at KMCH Research Foundation. Would love to hear from you, Dr. Swaminathan. Over to you.
Thank you, Varsha. Thank you, everyone. I just feel that it's just a deep privilege and pleasure to be a part of this. So I just canceled all my OP appointments for the later part of the today to be here. And I've got 3 minutes to go. I thought I would say 2 1-minute stories about how Right to Live has helped us. And again, as you rightly point out, I've got around 600 poor children with insulin-needing diabetes, 4 times a day, lifelong. And our youngest is around 1-year-old. So just imagine the plight of a poor child. Are you able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So a poor child with no support whatsoever, not even a fridge at home to store insulins. Government setup gives vials which break down. The potency is lost if there is no fridge at home. The syringes are big and 4 times a day for lifelong. So this is the kind of scenario that we are dealing with. And the first 1-minute story is Shaktishwaran. And this poor boy, his mother, he doesn't have a dad. His mother works as a ayah in a hospital setup, earning around 6,000 rupees per day as a laborer. And at the time that when he had to take care of his diabetes from 10 years of age, he didn't have the money to buy syringes. So he would use the same syringe for 30 days. And he didn't have facilities to see a doctor in a good hospital. Ended up with kidney failure by the time he's in his 20s. And we were working up for
I think
and what he, sorry?
Doctor, we were not able to hear you.
We had lost you.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
It's better. Yeah.
Yeah. So this boy was waiting for 3 months to get a Tahsildar of his signature for a relationship certificate for his mother. And what he told was telling, he was waiting on the kidney transplant list for 3 years. And he said, doctor, a street dog would be treated better than me. And on the day of transplant, it took just 3 minutes for me to speak to Sridhar. I just told Sridhar, here's a guy who deserves a renal transplant. His life will be transformed, or else he's going to die within the next month or 2. And it just took 3 minutes for Sridhar to say, Swami, I'll get back to you. And within a day, we had an approval for 3 lakhs for the transplant. He got admitted the same week, and from 16 has come down to 1.2, and is now leading a normal, healthy life and wanting to become a driver that he dreamt of. So I just think that Right to Live is such an apt name. I don't think you could have chosen any other name. So Raghuram Kote, Sridhar, Veeresh, Sambhavi, I just don't have enough words to thank them because all it takes is just one phone call. And this guy's life was transformed just by Right to Live. And we're just deeply humbled by that. And we did a video on him as well. And the next child is Subhashri. She was admitted 30 times, would you believe it? 30 times for 2 years with severe diabetic coma. And actually the doctor told that this girl is going to die in ICU, her parents. Very poor family. And again, all it took was a phone call to Right to Live. We put her on an insulin pump, which is a state-of-the-art device through Idyangal. We put around 200 insulin pumps for deserving poor children. And now 3 months post-pump, she's doing extremely well. And keen to go back to school. So for 1 or 2 years, she's dropped out of schooling because of glucose of around 500 to 600. And again, her right to live was given by RTL. So I think for want of time, these are the only two stories I could say now. Over the last year, we have worked with Right to Live. We had a toss a teaspoon sugar campaign where you just give up 1 teaspoon of sugar per day to raise funds. And RTL raised around 3 lakhs for this, which has been life-saving for around 50 poor children with type 1 diabetes. So thanks is a very small word. I just think that the word pales in front of what RTL does. So on behalf of all our children at Idangal Trust, on behalf of all our children, both in Bangalore, so we support Bangalore through Dr. Santosh Olati, the Karnataka Diabetes Foundation as well. So we just wish to thank all of you for your great support, and thanks to all the corporate partners who have been helping us as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doctor. When you say that, thanks is a very small word, we would actually reciprocate the same. The thanks is a very small word, and we have just joined hands with you to support you in the wonderful cause which you have been leading for so many years now. Thank you for all the wonderful things you are doing.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, we are actually really humbled by the way Dr. Swaminathan spoke, and that our corporate partners trust us. We really are grateful to our corporate partners who have placed the faith in us that we would do our bit, we would do our best for the well-being of the society. Please join me in giving a big round of applause to all our kind-hearted, welcoming partners, our corporate partners who have supported us in our journey throughout. I'm delighted to let you know that some of them are present amongst us, which gives us an opportunity to listen to them also. So we would love to hear their experiences about how they have felt about being with Right to Live. And can I have the privilege of hearing from Ms. Mansi Kasliwal? I hope I have pronounced the name correctly. Mansi is a vice president at Byju's, and she's an immense social development enthusiast and entrepreneur. She's very passionate about education and is a dreamer of equitable livelihoods. We would love to hear your experience, Mansi. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Varsha, for that introduction. And I'm truly humbled to be in this company, because all the inspiring stories that I'm hearing, only make our resolve stronger in what we can do together and how we can really further this mission. While these are, Dr. Swaminathan only mentioned 2 stories, I'm sure these 2 stories and many more go a long way in actually creating real impact on ground. So as Byju's, I think, as Mr. Sridhar mentioned, while we started our association 4 years ago, at that time, it wasn't very common for, people in the development sector or NGOs to even consider digital education as a game changer. As Byju's, we are a firm believer of that. We really do believe that that is the future of education. And when Anita decided to, start this association, I think we were very happy that there is a progressive NGO that is looking at creating the impact with digital education, even at the base of the pyramid. So in that sense, I think it was a very, very symbiotic relationship. Of course, since then, we've been able to see a lot of transformation through the impact stories that have been shared time and again, of creating digital smart classrooms. And of course, while we are at a number of 40, I've been telling Shambhavi that we need to scale up. We want to do many, many more. So as Byju's, we've ourselves made a commitment of reaching out to 5 million children at the base of the pyramid with our digital education. And Right to Live is one of our first partners, and we definitely want to achieve a huge portion of this number with them. Of course, when we talk of digital education, what comes in is the availability of hardware, right? We, as Byju's, we can provide the content, but there is still the digital divide, the actual availability of hardware. And I think we've together taken some steps to bridge that gap by launching initiatives like the Give campaign, where, we are urging people to donate e-waste. So what is waste for maybe you and me is actually a child's full future of education. So we are really really, and it serves two purposes, right? One is that it gives a child education, and the second is, of course, takes the e-waste out of your home. And so that is one thing that we really hope that we can scale up. That is really a program that we hope we can take a long way with Right to Live. Also, I think recently what we've agreed to do is that we've also joined hands to launch a crowdfunding campaign to really raise money for more devices, more hardware that we can put together for schools and for children. Again, with the pandemic, we don't know when schools are going to start, so children who need devices to be able to study. So I think there are multiple areas of synergy. I think there are multiple areas where we can come together and create a large impact. We've just started. I think it's a small start, and we want to really, go further with RTL on that front. And I think what Mr. Sridhar mentioned, the 3 of the 4 pillars, one was volunteering, support, and promotion. I think in terms of volunteering, again, that is something that we've discussed in the past, that Byju's has a huge team of young, inspired professionals, most of them being teachers. So I think we would love to also actively start volunteering, mentoring students, because that is something that is our strength. So we would definitely want to also create a more robust program around that and start doing that more actively. In terms of support, of course, you have our support. We want to scale with you, whether it's in the form of classrooms or it is in the form of scholarships for meritorious students. You name it, and we'll try and make that happen for you. Also, in terms of promotion, I think with the campaigns that we're running, with the crowdfunding campaigns, the stories that we keep asking you for, those are all efforts to really take the message out there, right? Like, we are a small group of people getting inspired by each other. I think as Byju's, we get a lot of eyeballs. So we really want to use those eyeballs to spread these stories, to ensure that this message is going out and other people are also inspired to do similar things. And I mean, it's amazing how we've already started getting a lot of positive response, right? Through the blog posts that we've done with Right to Live, through some of the social media campaigns that we've done. There have been many more people who have come forward and said, this is all it takes. It just takes 5 people to come together and decide they want to do this, and therefore we'll do this. So I think it's very important to continue to spread that message. And this is the age of social media. So if we can go out, put more stories out there, that'll help us raise funds, that has help us reach out to more children. I guess that's where we stand. And of course, in terms of continued support, you already have Anita on your board now. She's one of the early founders of Byju's. So with her on board, you definitely have our support. Either ways, you have our support, right? So let us know what you need. Let us know how we can help you, and we will continue to do what we can. That's the least we can do. So thank you so much for having me here, and thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
Thanks
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mansi.
Thank you so much, Mansi. I could see Kote, Sridhar, everybody making notes as you were, giving some suggestions. So inputs are being definitely taken. They are being jotted down. And thank you for partnering with Right to Live and for placing your trust that we could really make a difference to the children. Thank you, and looking forward to a much more stronger association with you, continued stronger association. Next, I would like to have the privilege of Smita Krishnamurthy having address us. She's a Senior Director and Head of APAC for People Strategy and Partnership team at NASDAQ. Over 20 years of experience which she has, and with a proven expertise in various facets of human resource management. She is also passionately involved in employee engagement at her company. Would love to hear from you, Smita. Over to you.
Thank you, Varsha. I feel so privileged being part of this event and working with Right to Live, honestly. Right to Live, I mean, this is like an opportunity for me. I'm looking at it as, this is such a great opportunity. Working with Right to Live has been extremely rewarding, satisfying, and a humbling experience. Truly, it's moved a lot of our hearts. We see the tireless passion and dedication in this team, especially when, special mention to Mr. Sridhar. And it's been such a driving force for us in doing more and more, making more possible, really. We strongly believe that it's just just doesn't end with giving money or donations, right? It also matters when we make that real difference, and we're making that real difference with Right to Live. Even a lockdown didn't stop that that experience for us. That's amazing, right? So that is the difference that Right to Live is doing for our cause, right? It's never been a boxed approach, right? Like most organizations typically would say 1, 2, or 3. It's never been that approach for us with our experience with Right to Live. It's always been an experience where you're able to hear us, understand what we want, and provide a program that suits us. That's been amazing. Internally, we also have our own internal brand for CSR, which we call as Good Works Globally. And this year, our CEO, Adina Friedman, took a very bold, actually end of last year, a very bold decision on the Purpose Initiative. And one of the things that came up is our own internal brand called Pillars of Purpose. This is really going back regionally to every country, every region, recognizing all the efforts that we're making to that country and making the difference to this cause, similar to what Right to Live is doing, and showcasing that globally. And we picked Right to Live as the first partner to be presented in the Pillars of Purpose globally, and that's going live next week. And I think we are able to showcase what this means to our own country, to giving back to for the causes and making that difference, right? Mr. Sridhar was kind enough to join us in that video program, which will be out live next week. It's amazing. You know, we talked a lot. It was supposed to be 7 minutes. It went 20. So, but it was amazing. It was so good to hear all the good things that you're doing. Like Mansi said, I think we need more attention to your cause, and we want to help spread that message to reach more people. You are indeed an organization, you know, that makes a difference to organizations like us, and helping societies when they need the help in time. And thank you so much. Congratulations for the successful year, and thank you for sharing all the great work that you're doing and having me here. Honestly, thank you.
So thank you so much, Smita. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Smita. It's a pleasure having you here. And when you said that when like-minded people meet up, time just flies. And what is happening right now also is an evidence to that. We just can keep sharing all the wonderful stories, and it's so you feel touched to hear such good stories from everyone, that everybody is able to do their little bit to the humanity, right? Next, I would like to invite Mr. Hari Prasad Jairam, who's the director for data management at Ocwen Financial Solutions Private Limited. He's a very enthusiastic and a dedicated person when it comes to contributing to the society with his highly impactful CSR activities. So, Mr. Hari Prasad, we would like to know, how has it been to be associated with Right to Live? And we would also like to hear your candid experience with us.
Hari, you're on mute.
Oh, okay, sorry. Good evening, everyone.
It
has been a difficult year, I would say, like for most of us from the COVID perspective. But for the last year, it's been like a wonderful year from the CSR aspect for us. So I have Vijay, my partner, I would say like my partner in crime here for the CSR activities. He is here with me. And we have done some of the best work in last 1 year, and we could spend all the funds, is what I would say. And from the Right to Live, like we got to know, like probably at the once like our CEO called us and like to me and Vijay said like, okay, I'm going for a run. Like I need a CSR activity to be conducted. And then that's when I get to speak to Kote, Sridhar, and then like all of them. And so it really like made us like, okay, we have to do something, like how fast we can do this. Because even though like we are a private organization, like we have to go through the process of approval for the CSR from the finance, from the vendor, every aspect of it. But still, I would say like this was one of the fastest project we've conducted. Again, thanks to Sridhar was there with us all the time. And then, like he was talking to us like almost like every second day. And then I don't want to miss Shambhavi, who was always on the call, like almost like every second day I spoke to her. And then it was a successful project. The project interested us because like we also have a pillar, like 3 pillars. Like and our topmost pillar is like the education. Then it's the medical, and then the third one is environmental. And the environmental thing, we haven't been able to do much of it, whereas from the medical perspective, we could do quite a bit. And then from the education perspective, like last year, again, it's been difficult, but still we could do some of these things. I was really happy. And then right to leave and the support from our management has been like tremendous. I think like it's as we said, like quickly we could do something, but like the association is not over. Like we definitely would like to, because looks like this year also is more of it. But as Sridhar was mentioning, how are you going to, because especially in the rural sector is where like you have to, the whole generation is like not going to schools, not having access to these tablets, not having access to the right educational material is like what like it bothers us actually. And every time I speak to Ravi, our CEO, he says like, what can we do? How can we help the kids of drivers? How can we help the kids of the facilities? Because they're taking their children back from the school. Like, is there any other way we can provide it? So I'll definitely talk to like Sridhar and Shambhavi and then see where we can help and like how we can go forward with some of those things. That would be really wonderful. And the last thing I would say is like, I just heard from like Dr. Swaminathan, and then like exactly a week ago, like I got his information through my former boss, Raghavendra Chinhalli. He and Dr. Swaminathan were classmates in Neyveli in like a 10th and 12th standard. And then like, so he said, Hari, let's do something. This is like the person who is doing a lot for the underprivileged kids, especially like who have the diabetes 1, type 1 diabetes. And then so we were looking into that proposal, and then like I saw him today, and then now he's associated with the Right to Live. It's a small world even there also. So as somebody mentioned, it's a like-minded people again coming together.
Right.
That's really good. And then once again, I'm really happy to be working with all of you. And then like our journey continues is what I would say. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you, Hari. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hari Prasad. It was so nice to hear from you. And I like the part when you said, all the CSR funds were spent, but all in the right direction. That's the most beautiful part. Such kind of shopping is always welcome. We need to keep contributing to the society. And thank you so much for the wonderful insights. I would like to invite Shreyas to quickly share a few words with us.
Sure. I'm sorry, Vijay was here for some time, but he had to drop off due to some technical issues. So first of all, I want to thank you all for this great collaboration. In Microsoft, we have an annual Give campaign where hundreds of NGOs approach us, and we've worked with a lot of NGOs before. But I can say with high confidence, and this is my 10th year at Microsoft, I can say that the experience of working with Right to Live has been way better than anyone else, purely because of how professionally it's run and how transparent everything is, right? And this is the only NGO through which when people contribute, they're able to actually see what it went towards. Otherwise, people just donate to some NGO and a lot of it goes in operational costs. We have no idea where the funds goes, but this is one place where people really feel happy about donating because they can see the fruits of what they're trying to do, and they get inspired to do a lot more over the coming years as well. So as far as we are concerned, our leadership, Vijay was here, and he's extremely supportive, and we are just looking at this as a beginning of a journey. And I aspire to bring in a lot more people from Microsoft and have them contribute towards this NGO. So whatever is happening now is through a small cohort of people, but I think there is a huge opportunity for us to scale this out. And I want to especially thank Mr. Sridhar, Ms. Shambhavi, and everyone involved for the great collaboration. And we are really looking forward to more over the next few years. So thank you so much. Contributing is the least we can do. And I think special thanks to all of you for making all of this happen. I mean, it's invaluable. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Shreyas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shreyas. It's so good to hear, that you want to involve more people. And that's what is all about, this good work is all about joining hands, and then, we make a difference to the lives of people. While it has been our constant endeavor to improve and get better, and for this, we need your feedback or suggestions. You know us, you know our journey now. You all do. So we would like to spend the next probably a couple of minutes, probably 5 minutes or so, to seek your suggestions if you have any suggestions or feedback for us, and to answer your questions if you have any.
Yeah, Varsha, I just wanted to check. I mean, we have from Cisco Rajesh in the group. Rajesh, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, thanks, Sridhar. I think pretty much everyone has covered. So excellent. Let me congratulate RTL team on on your achievements of 2020, and good luck to your 2021. It looks very ambitious goal, and definitely especially on social upliftment and well-being, and also congratulations to open our office in US. Well, that said, how our Cisco and Right to Live engagement, especially how Cisco is looking at Right to Live is, I can put it across in a simple way. Currently, we are overwhelmed with the request from our many BOs, product BOs. We want to engage with Right to Live and give back to society, engage in a different way. So currently, this is kind of I'm choked actually. I hope there are so many requests are coming, what they want to do, how they want to do. In fact, I'm following up with Shambhavi. She's been putting up with us and trying to help us. A lot of activities are going on. Teams are scrambling around to organize their volunteers from different product groups. Especially want to visit the student mentoring and the virtual visit to orphanage and content rating and all. So we have been correcting survey. So that really shows what Right to Live is up to and how they are giving back to our social upliftment, right? So looking at the content and visiting the site and all that speaks itself, right? I don't want to add more to it. And also grateful to Right to Live. I think in the last 1 month, couple of cases also we referred to crowdfunding. We have received good amount of support from Right to Live. That's really speaks a lot about it, and continue to do the good. And we are really happy and fortunate to be associated with all of you. And thanks for all your engagement and support. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rajesh. Thank you,
Rajesh. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajesh. The 6 years journey speaks for itself, and it's such a wonderful situation to be in, to be choked by such requests to be associated. Thank you. We are humbled by your kind words. And on that note, if I have the permission, I would like to invite any welcome questions if anybody has for Sridhar, Kote, and others. Or if somebody wants to speak up, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
I saw Titiksha here, and Titiksha, we saw you hosting, and it was so wonderful, and you've really been a great support to us as well. We would love to hear from you. You've been sitting silently, so we thought, why don't we call you out?
I thought I'll escape this, but somehow
there's no escape.
I think ours is the newest partnership. I've been hearing so many people out here. I'm extremely sorry I'm unable to switch on my video because of certain circumstances. But I've been hearing so much about RTL, and I think I did not know so many things which people have been telling, and it has been, I feel even more proud to be connected to RTL. So our journey started 6 months back, and we are still trying to make the mentorship program even more better. But I would like to mention Shambhavi. I know many people have been talking about her, but Shambhavi and Viresh are two such people. I think RTL, even though they have hundreds of projects going on, but they ensure that each project is able to work smoothly and seamlessly, and they're always approachable and available. Another thing which attracted me towards RTL was the donation platform, where they do not charge even a single penny, and the entire amount goes to the person who is in need. So that was something initially itself. I got introduced to one of my leaders in IBM, and that's where I thought, okay, this is something amazing, and I should also try to get IBMers involved even more. So I'm looking forward for many, many more years of volunteering and many, many more years of working together. And I hope that our partnership brings a lot of joy and smiles to many, many more students and children.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Titiksha.
Thank you, Titiksha. It was so nice to hear from you. And though it's the newest relationship, but I'm sure it's a very strong association which we have formed with you all. And thank you for all your support in making this association so strong. With that, I would like, anybody else to, if anybody else wants to speak up, it would be wonderful to hear from you.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Ramesh from Central Data System, it is short called CDS.
Hello.
It is my pleasure and honor to participate in this event of the Well-Wishers Annual Meet of Right to Live of Quota Foundations. Thanks for the management to give us an opportunity on this event. Actually, during our CSR meeting, it was our strong decision that the company's hard-earned money should reach to a right person who deserves it. So during that time, yes, there was only one word in our meeting, it is was right to live. Because our Kotta Subramania as well as our Suresh HR were the directors of the company, and Raghuram sir, Kotta sir knows very well about them. And immediately we decided to have this fund to be forwarded to the right to live. Personally, I was observing that one, that see in this present world, people are enjoying their life and they are more worried about their own lives, and they are not giving any type of attention to any of this underprivileged as well as to any of the needy people. But we are hats off to Right to Live, who are just actually doing this very outstanding job. A lot of appreciation as well as a lot of applause to Right to Live was really doing a well. On behalf of Sunlight System Managing Director Mr. Suresh HR, Founder and CEO Mr. Subramanian, staff, and on behalf of our staffs, myself, we are wishing Right to Live a great future ahead. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Ramesh. Thank you. Very kind of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ramesh. It was very nice to hear from you too. Thank you for volunteering to speak up. And now I extend my gratitude to all of you for making it to this meeting, and more importantly, for your wholehearted participation and very candid feedback. You know, the experiences which you have shared are so heart-touching and overwhelming for us, all of us. I could see a lot of people being touched by your kind words. And on that note, I will excuse myself and invite the person who has been spoken about from the beginning, Shambhavi. So she is the program manager and the person behind a lot of things, a lot of causes, especially if I have to talk about this event. The successful running of this event is also, all thanks to Shambhavi. She's the program manager at Right to Live and an extremely passionate person at heart when it comes to volunteering and social causes. An engineer by profession, but she, instead of going for a fancy job, she gave up on that so that she could dedicate her life for the well-being of the society. So Shambhavi, I would like to invite you to conclude this meeting with the last few words.
I have one point here. I have our IPP Rotary President Ravi Chandran who wants to say a few words. Can we have time for him to speak a few words?
Sure.
Thank you, Sridhar, Raghuram Kote, of course, Shambhavi and Viresh and the entire team of Right to Live. You are all inspiring us to do what we have to do. And especially, I do remember last year when we had the COVID situation where we wanted to raise a fund. Just 1 minute it took Raghuram Kote and Sridhar to decide and give us the platform to raise the fund, through which we were able to serve thousands of people who were homeless, who are not having food. And we were able to help the doctor community and the health workers. So it's an amazing thing that you're doing. And also you're helping us out in terms of getting the cognitive exchange classes run. And first time I should acknowledge that even though there were many private schools available in and around Bangalore, but this is the first time ever I've seen that Sridhar and company have worked with the students of village, got them the mobile, and we conducted the classes successfully. that has never been seen in any of the part, and that has to be acknowledged. Hats off to Sridhar and team for their continuous support, and we are always there. Not only that, for healthcare, anything that you want to partner or you want any help from Rotary, we are always there. You're just a phone call away. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's so assuring, and when you say that we are just a call away, that's all is needed. Few good words, and I'm sure you've always been there. I've been seeing for many years now that you've been supporting us, and so we almost come to an end of this wonderful meet. Though we would love to spend more time. Shambhavi, we would like to hear from you on the closing words. Closing speech from you.
First of all, thank you, Varsha. First of all, I would like to thank everybody who picked up my name, not for picking up my name, rather to recognizing somebody who is doing something that inspires us to do more. And thank you for your encouragement. On behalf of Right to Live, I thank each one of you for taking your time to attend this meet. Despite your busy schedules, your encouragement inspires us to continue serving to the society and to further improve our programs and performance of our projects. I want to take this opportunity to thank all our speakers for sharing their graceful words with us in today's meeting. We were expecting few more speakers, but due to their other commitments, we could not have them. I want to extend my sincere thanks to all our partners and associates who are collaboratively working with Right to Live for the benefit of the society. And I express my heartfelt gratitude to every individual donors and volunteers for backing our initiatives with your precious time and money. This is actually matters a lot to us. A special thanks to our primary sponsoring company, which is Optimix, and its dedicated employees for constantly providing their time from their busy schedule to assist Right to Live with everyday activities. Lastly, I would like to thank the entire Right to Live team who are very motivated and dedicated to work for the well-being of the society. Once again, thank you all for your valuable presence this evening. And I look forward to your continued support in serving our community through Right to Live. Have a happy weekend. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Shambhavi. And if I do not mention my heartfelt thanks to Sridhar, Shambhavi, Viresh, wherever you are, you can say hi so people can recognize you. Viresh and Hari, for dedication and the hard work you're doing for Right to Live. That's an amazing, amazing work. I really want to acknowledge that. And we have people like Vinay and Varsha who are dedicating a lot of their time from their, taking time off from their regular job as well. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the support for all the corporate and the individuals for joining us.
Raghuram, 1 minute about Harish. He has been instrumental in getting 400 villages for a work on COVID.
Yep.
So thank you so much, Harish. But for you, we could not have prevented the cases of COVID increase in the rural areas.
Right.
So please continue working in that direction. We are always there to support you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good mention. Yep.
Great to hear that. Yeah.
Back to you, Varsha.
Thank you, everyone, and stay safe, stay healthy is all I can say. And that's about it from my side. And once again, on behalf of all the Right to Live team members, our sincere, heartfelt gratitude and thanks for all that you do and for all that you've done to support us in our causes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.